Hello and welcome. We're going to get into another video. This video, we're going to talk about the top teams in the Master League. I mean, we made a video about Master League in the last cycle, aka rotation. I don't think that there are many things that have changed. Zekrom and Reshiram are still the most dominant safe swaps. They are pretty strong against everything. With energy lead, they can beat anything as well. But there's like a slight change, you know, and Master League viewers are like technically the best in the channel. They are always generous with like comment ratio on the viewing side. Like, let's say a video that has, let's say, 1,000 views, the Master League will have 4 times the number of likes as comparing to the others. So I always feel obligated, entitled to make videos for the Master League players, because they are like pretty much the best and the most generous in the channel, and that's just a sign of showing appreciation. So I appreciate you. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and click on the hype button so more people will get to see the channel. So what is Master League? I mean, all of these Pokemons are pretty solid. PvP is saying that Zacian is still number 1. I don't agree. I mean, Zacian is definitely the strongest, but they are like the meta has evolved into Zacian counters all over the board and stuff that counters what counters Zacian. So if you want to run Zacian, you're just going to run into at least 2 counters. So the meta has become heavily all of the anti-Zacian Pokemons. And you can see Palkia is pretty... I think Palkia is actually the best Pokemon here. It's just like a very safe Pokemon. Soft win or soft lose against anything. And those are usually the best Pokemons. And then there is Metagross. Metagross has become such a beast ever since they gave it a Shadow Claw and then they buffed Meteor Mash. They made it a great Pokemon. And then Xerneas, which I call the best fairy type. I do agree that it's the best fairy type. Why is Xerneas the best fairy type? The top 3 dragons that we see are Zacian, Zekrom, and Palkia. And all of these 3, 2 of them beat Zacian. One of them soft lose to Zacian. But Xerneas just straight up beat all of those things. That's because all of these Pokemons resist the Metal Claw, but they take super effective from Geomancy, and Geomancy is one of the best fast moves right now. And then we move to White Kyurem. White Kyurem is a very decent Pokemon. You have to run Dragon Breath, and I actually think that you don't even need Ice Beam, so you might need to build another White Kyurem. I think Ancient Power with a fusion move are like the way to go, because the Ancient Power is just very, very good into something like Ho-Oh. They always no shield if you throw right away, and then Ancient Power will literally do enough damage to KO after the Dragon Breath. And then we have Lunala. I call Lunala as the best safe swap. It's just so strong that at one point people are using Giratina Origin again because it just destroyed this Pokemon, and literally only for this Pokemon. We have the Irashi Black Kyurem. Black Kyurem is kind of good for Shadow Claw, but I mean Dragon Tail is just not meta of a fast move. And then there is Mud Shadow, which deserves a great shout out, and there will be a video, a team about Mud Shadow. Something to mention here is that I've seen like a couple of Garchomp, and that's because Mudshot is buffed now. Mudshot is very strong. The problem, and I think you're on Mudshot, Twister, and Sandtomb. And why people are using Garchomp? I mean, technically, Mudshot is super effective into Zacian, Zamazenta, Reshiram, Zekrom. All of those 4 take super effective. Yeah, I mean, Garchomp takes super effective back, but Mudshot is supposed to be fast. Wait, I don't think it's faster anymore, right? It's Dragon Breath generate 8 per second. Mudshot generate 9, I think, if I'm correct. So technically it's slightly better, but I think that just Dragon Breath is just a superior fast move. So as long as it doesn't have Dragon Breath, it's still like a kind of a tier 2 dragon. It's no longer a tier 1 dragon. I would say those are generally the best. 1, 2, 3. Like, if I have to make 3 top Pokemons, I think those are the best 3. And then Zacian, then Reshiram and Zekrom come after. What about Landorus? I've seen a couple of people using Landorus, and I'm actually impressed with the result. I will actually use a team with Landorus soon in the Master League and release a video right away, because I think this Pokemon deserves some respect. Like, the meta is literally stuff that are weak to Mudshot. So many of them. and Sand Storm is still a top tier charge move. So let's talk about enough yapping about Pokemon. Just talk about the top teams and the best team according to top teams on PvPoke. I know it was this also last time. I don't think this is the strongest team though, but I think Palkia with Metagross makes the safest duo in the entire game. I don't think Primarina is as good. I think you have to replace it with something else, and that something else is literally Xerneas. So if you want to have the safest, best team, I would say Palkia, Metagross, and Xerneas. I'm lucky enough to have a Hundo lucky Xerneas. It was like literally from a random trade, like not even a lucky trade. That's how insane it was. Like my lucky traits are all bad. It's just when I do a random trade and turns lucky, it's always a Hundo, which is very nice. The second best team, which I call it the best duo in the game, which is Palkia with Zekrom or Reshiram, whichever you have a Hundo. And by the way, something to mention here: 15, 15, 14 Reshiram, Zekrom, Dialga are literally Hundos. They have same stats as Hundos. It's just they don't have the CP, but they have same attack, same HP, and same defense. So if you have 15, 15, 14, that's good enough. Now someone will be like, Yasser, what about I have a 15, 14, 10? Is that good enough? Go back to play Great League if that's your IB, with all due respect. We have Catch Cup with this cup, so if these are your IBs, just go catch a Licky Tongue and use a Licky, and then, I don't know, catch a Piplup and use an Elite TM for Empoleon. You will have a much better result, trust me. This league is for the whales and the people who've been grinding since forever. Like, you can just... Don't expect yourself to have a great Ultra League Master League meta just by playing for like 2-3 months. It doesn't happen like that, with all due respect. It's not you, it's just the game. The game is designed this way. They want Master League to be for people who've been grinding the game forever. And this is one of my favorite teams, which is literally this, but in different order. I don't think Reshiram is the best lead, but I think it's one of the best safe swaps. And I don't think leading it is a good idea, but I think there is a great argument about leading it. So what would you lead then? I would actually lead Lunala. Lunala with Reshiram or Zekrom, and then the third could be Palkia, could be Zacian, could even be Ho-Oh. Anything can fit in this spot. But what's wrong with this team? Well, what's wrong with this team is that it loses to Xerneas. Like, we have two Pokemons weak to Xerneas, and the third barely beat Xerneas. Xerneas is just so freaking strong and probably the best. And this was one of the teams that I kept losing to, which is Xerneas, Dragon Breath, Tyranitar, which is such a beast of a Pokemon, man. If you have a Hundo Shadow, you're one of those lucky Okay, we can't say anything. This is a family-friendly channel. Remember, guys, I have a kid now. So, we're transforming into a family-friendly channel, right? But Xerneas with double Shadow Claw is literally one of the best strategies in the entire game. Do you guys remember the Azu Double Ghost team in Great League? This is literally Azu Double Ghost in Master League. Lunala, Giratina, Xerneas. Such a great concept, man. So tactical, please come back. I miss your strategies. Next team is one of the teams that I did enjoy last rotation, and it's basically Whitecurum with Kyogre and Xerneas. So the thing about Kyogre is, like, with this team, the only Pokemon you shield is literally Kyogre. That's it, you don't shield anything else. So they gave Kyogre Avalanche, and now Kyogre up a shield can beat Palkia, which is pretty insane to think about. I think you have to have like a waterfall lead or something. But yeah, it's just a very solid, very strong team. And Kyogre is the Pokemon that can beat all the neutral. So any neutral matchup, Kyogre can win that. That's why Kyogre is just so strong. What about like a Palkia with Xerneas and Giratina? Would that work? I mean, that's a decent team. It's an ABC team. Giratina has only one play, which is counter a swap to the Lunala safe swap. So if you see a Lunala safe swap, you just counter it with Giratina and you're literally going to win the game, because people just don't expect this Pokemon. I mean, it's technically not as strong as it used to be, but now it's just very, very strong because of the amount of Lunala that you will see in the Master League. But Zacian, is it bad? No, it's very strong. But the problem is that everyone's going to lead something that countered Zacian and have something in the bag that countered Zacian. So you get to expect that. So Zacian leads, you pretty much, if you win lead, you're literally gonna win the game because you're just gonna avalanche from there. And if you will lose lead, you have to go Palkia and Prey, or you have to go one of those three. Those three actually works insanely well with it. As far as Zamazenta, I mean, this is pretty much the most budget team you could do in the Master League, because this doesn't require like a very good, like it doesn't require a hundo, and those two technically you don't need any energy, you know, like you don't need energy to evolve them. You just catch them and you power up them as long as they are good IVs. But what would you run, Yasser? If I need battles using Mod Shadow, and this is the team that I would run if I have Mod Shadow. So if you have Mod Shadow, Master League, please send me battles using this team. Either of those two works. I think this is the best one that works well for them. So the play here is just you don't shield this Pokemon and you save the shield for either Mod Shadow or Kyogre. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. In the meantime, don't forget to like the video and click on the hype button if you haven't. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.